Good evening, SBC. Good evening, SBCC. Good evening, BSL. And good evening to everyone else within the sound of my voice. North, south, east, west, and all and any point in between. You've tuned in to the August 29th, 2023 edition of SBC Tuesday Talk. Oh man, hold up. I forgot the clip. It's been one of those, it's been one of those days, y'all. It's been one of those days. How y'all doing? Glad to have each and every one of y'all here with us tonight. Glad that you can join us. We hope that you had a great, fantastic, blessed day. And if not, we pray that tomorrow will be a better day and that you enjoy the rest of this day. So thank you so much. And I am Mike Walker, your Sunday school teacher, van driver, facilitator, and head chef of SBC. Glad you can join us. So we're gonna do some salutations. You don't have to tell us where you know, tell us where you're from and what have you. It's not necessary. We just want to speak to you. So let's start. Mr. Singletary. Glad to have you here with us, sir. Glad to have you with us. We be missing each other. Glad to have you here. Linda, Lucas, good to have you here. Is this your first time? Let us know. Okay, Andrea, always great to have you here from H-Town, from Harris County. Marcus Wilbanks from Beham Metro, always a pleasure to have you here. Sister Duffy Collins, you're here with us again. Glad to have you here, young lady. Always great to have you. Theodora from Philly, glad to show enough have you here. We so happy to have you here. Thank you so kindly for being here. Oops. Oh no, they said they can't hear me again. No, okay. You can't. Mark just said he can't hear me. Oh, y'all, he can't hear me, but can y'all hear me? I'm looking at the translation on the other screen. Yeah, okay. Mark has been, you know, Mark's been hitting them bongs. That's why he couldn't hear us though. He all right though. Okay. Carmelita from Beham Metro. Good to have you here, ma'am. Great to have you here. Cassandra Cunningham. Great to have you here again. Glad to see you. Carletta here. Good to have you here. This your first time? Let us know. Glad to have you here, young lady. Cuz from Florida. Oh goodness, yeah, y'all going through them hurricanes. So we'll be praying for your safety. Be careful down there, cuz. Lynn Brown from Guyana. Good evening to you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Uh, who else we have here? Tan Wiley. Good to have you here from Alabama. Great to have you here. Glad to uh make your acquaintance. Okay. Who else we have? Yvonne Rice. Good to have you here. Good evening to you. Glad to have you here again. Destina Walter from Maryland. Good evening to you, beautiful young lady. Good evening to you. Uh, yeah, Tanya, great to have you, a fellow Alabamian in here. All the Alabama folks begin to show up, though. I like this. And here comes another one from Rocket City. Uh, Valerie, good evening to you. Good evening. T, also from Florida. Be careful down there. Good to have you here. Kim from the DMV. Good evening to you. Good evening. AB from north of the border. Good to have you here. Good evening. Yvonne Rice. Yeah, you're from Virginia, from the Commonwealth of Virginia. Great to have you here. Shamika Richard from Texas. Hey to you. Good to have you here. Donna Johnson from Louisiana. Good to have you here. And see, yeah. Carletta, you are from Eastern North Carolina, Lenore County. Okay, good. Renee Duncan, great to have you here again. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Okay. Let me see what else. Thank y'all for confirming because I know I can hear myself. Thank y'all. Another Alabamian, Chandra Giles. Great to have you here again. Okay. Who else we got? We got a lot of y'all pulling up in here. We should have fixed more food. Okay. Kim Smith Bethia. Great to have you here. This is your first time. Glad to have you here. Pastor Balders from Columbia, South Carolina. Great to have you here, but Pastor. You're looking mighty sharp with that suit on, though. So I don't know if I can mess with you tonight. Angel Kelly, also from Alabama. You may have to change the name of this group to Alabama Single Black Christians. So I don't know. We may have to do something with y'all. Miss Shay Sharon Love, great to have you here. And Kim says she is from Pensacola, Florida. Oh boy, they just running up in here too. Tara Lynn Taylor, great to see you again. I think we missed you last week. Great to have you here from the Windy City. Leslie Ray. Hello, how you doing? Think this your first time. Glad to have you. Here comes a stranger, Anissa. Where have you been? Where have you been? Don't you owe me some granola mix or something? Great to have you here. Glad to have you here. Dolores DD Sunshine from the ATL. Great to have you. Lisa Roy. Okay, you're from Kentucky, from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Leslie. Okay, she says the kitchen is closed. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Suited and booted. Okay, boy, they coming in. Y'all be patient with me. I just love to see all y'all people. Regina Williams, say Regina from Florida. Good to have you here. Alabama present. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Alonzo Edmonton from the District of Columbia. Okay, Minister Minifield from Miami. You be careful down there. Cara Davis. Hey, great to have you here. Yeah, you from Georgia. Okay, Chris from Tennessee. Great to have you here. Brother Barton from Maryland. Great to have you here, my brother. Carlisa, good to have you here. First timer from New Orleans, Louisiana. And Carla says, Kara says she's from Texas. Whew. All right, I'm out of breath, y'all. I'm out of breath, though. But guess what, y'all? I'm not here by myself, though. I got some help here tonight, though. So I hope she act right, though. But hope y'all act right as too. I'll just bring her in, though. Okay? She ain't gonna do right. Hey, Leslie, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Doing
What do you
great.
mean? I hope I act right. I'm gonna act like I always act. Like
Then you ain't gonna act right then.
well,
Okay.
I'm here for the entertainment and ministry.
Y'all hear this, y'all. Y'all hear this. Wait a minute. She said she's about to play some go-go music. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, Marcus says she's back. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, Leslie, you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready for this appetizer?
Let me get my lighting right. Something ain't right.
Okay.
I look blurry. I don't know. It could be the old computer, but it's all right.
You good, though. Let's get. Yeah, I know these lights acting crazy, though. These lights acting crazy, though. Well, we get. Okay. Well, we start off with the first one.
Okay.
Passive versus aggressive. Passive versus aggressive, y'all. And especially to you ladies, to you sisters, Leslie, and all the other good sisters out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna go and play it.
Okay.
Y'all take a listen.
When a man says, you can come if you want to.
I want you here with me. I want you to be here. You should be here. How does that make you feel when I say that? Now, I'm somebody that likes to simplify, so let's make it even more simple. I want you. Now what? Where's your debate now? Pull up. That's 2 words. Doors open. Come through. Have some. I got you. I can't take care of you over there. I can love you from anywhere, but I can't take care of you the way I know you want me to take care of you if you're way over there. Pull up. Now, how does that make you feel when I say that? Exactly.
So how does it make you feel, Leslie, when the guy tell y'all that? And sisters out there, how does it make y'all feel? She good and thinking too. Carmelita says, yes, make it plain.
Okay, I wish I had a transcript because it seemed like he got to a point where he started to use too many words.
Okay.
Because I think a woman does want a guy who basically declares and professes what he wants. Oh, we love that because when the first thing I was like, oh, okay, let me get my purse. And but then he came up with that pull up. I'm like, hold on, wait. Sometimes a woman wants to come be got. Come get me. You know what I'm saying? That pull up over and over again. Like, hold on now. Why are you sitting still? Why aren't you coming? Why is the chase stopped at me coming to you? Why aren't you coming to get me out of my current situation so you can quote take care of me in your situation? So he got to a point where he started to say, okay, hold on now. This pull up, what is it? What do you mean pull up? It was like he was saying too much. It was good until it got to be a little bit sound like a little bit more. I don't want to say selfish, but it seemed like he went a little bit too far. But I think a woman does like the fact that a man profess his intentions. We want to know, but so often we as women don't know. We're sitting here trying to figure you out, trying to discern between this text and that text and this phone call and these vague words. But man can clearly, like Carmelita just said, make it plain. You can clearly profess your intentions with us at some other point. It don't have to be the very beginning. This is not date one conversation. But as time moves forward, you are dropping little seeds of your intentions of what you are hoping to happen and what you want to happen in the process of this relationship growing. I like that. I like that. I had to take a sip of wine on that. It was.
Did you bring enough for everybody?
I do have a bottle here, so I can pour a little for people who ain't.
When was it made?
No, this ain't expensive wine.
Okay,
it's my preferred Shiraz.
Okay, y'all. Yeah, showed it. Oh, jam jar.
Advertising my communion.
Jam jar. Oh, good. That sounds good too. Let's see what that do sound good. Jam jar. I ain't gonna lie about that. I might have to look into that right there. Okay. Let's get into this. Okay. Let's see what the family got to say. But Lynn Brown says she misses you. So that is so good right there. I know. I know. Cara says, yes, tell me you want me. Don't want to hear if you want to portion. That's a good one right there. Renee says, see, state exactly what you want. Make lines of communication clear. Okay. Tan says he's begging too much.
See, it got to a point where it felt like he was begging. That pull up. It got to the point where hold up, stop right here. After that, it was like you're doing too much.
So. Yeah. Raven Milton, good evening to you. Good evening to you, ma'am. Carlita says, be straight, no chaser. Okay. Cara says, pull up on me. Okay. I hope that's not.
What's the little kid? Pull up on me.
We ain't been here 21. We haven't been here 25 minutes, y'all. But anyway, pull up on me. Oh boy, no way.
You gotta say it the way the little kids say it, Mike. Say it. Pull up on me.
Pull up on
That's
me.
it.
Okay. I even act silly with you. Vestita says, I love that. Be direct with me. Being around the bush will leave you by yourself. Okay. Oh, y'all coming in. Thank y'all. Beverly, wanted. Hey, how you doing? Wanted, love, needed, care for. Latricia, good evening to you. Glad to have you here, ma'am. Kim, well, in my worldly day, I was here for it. Okay, indeed. Andrea says, be direct. Christian says, how you doing, Kristen? Tell me your intentions so I can make a decision on how to move. You know, it goes both ways. You got to I can't, as a man, I can't expect her to just read my mind. You know, I got to lay the plan out. You know, that's how you do it. You know, you'll be like, well, hey, darling, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pull up on you. You know, we're going to go to this fancy restaurant, then we're going to go watch this and watch that. And then we're going to go get some dessert right there. We're going to dance under the stars. And then after that, we'll bring you home at a decent hour. How that sound to you? See, that's how you do it right there. At least that's how I do it anyway.
Go ahead, Mike.
Theodora said, make it play. I hear you. Latricia says, agreed. Oh, y'all coming in here. Tijuana says he was straight to the point. He made it clear. Come on, pull up. I can take care of you over there. Uh-oh. Okay. I think he meant to say, I can't. Baby, look, state your business. Okay. Tasha. Tony, great to have you here. Hey, what are we talking? Oh, what are we talking about? This is what we're talking about: passive versus aggressive approaches in dating. So that's what we're talking about right there. I'm an alpha. I like an alpha male. What exactly is an alpha male, though? Or do we just use that so much? You know, is an alpha male needed when it comes to relationships? You know,
I don't think so. Because unless that alpha male has some level, some extreme, I'm putting like this. Unless that alpha male has emotional intelligence, where he understands himself and understands when those characteristics come into play in the relationship space. Because at some point you're gonna have to pull back, let the woman lead, or you're gonna have to pull back and be vulnerable and sensitive. You know, you have to know that. So to be alpha male and have emotional intelligence is a good combination. But if you don't, it could be a recipe for disaster.
Okay. That's a good one right there. Carmelita says she loved that jam jar. I might have to look into that.
Girl, we're gonna have to share a bottle. Whew. Or bring our own bottles and drink together.
Oh, that's even worse right there.
In the spirit of fellowship, Carmelita.
You mean in the spirit of intoxication? Okay.
No,
okay.
Oh no. This is fellowship.
Okay. Okay. Tasha told it. Is he the founder of the group? Who are you referring to, ma'am? Please let us know in the comments. Please let us know who is the founder of the group. Chandra says, yes, just tell me you want to come over. Okay. Y'all getting there. Okay. Haha. Where I got it from, Liz. From the kids. That's what she said right there. He was clear, straight to the point. I can take care of you over there. He made it clear. Okay. Crystal, good evening. Good evening, Judy Bell. Glad to have you here. Good evening, Rhonda. Great to have you here.
Happy birthday, Rhonda.
Being Carissa Grinstead Diggs. Great to have you. Being clear is very attractive. Okay. I duly noted. Okay. Look at you. What did I do, Carmelita? What did I do?
You talk about me and her getting intoxicated and drunk, and that's not what good Christians do. We fellowship.
I think she was talking about my deep voice because that's what Rhonda's saying. Lay that deep
Oh, you
voice on
going
her.
backwards in the train. What's going on?
Okay. The one I had said. Anyway.
Carmelita must be she must be leaving comments for something that happened 10 minutes ago. She gonna have to get caught up. It's okay.
Well, really not so much. I need to be catching up. No assumption needed. Just say what you mean what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I'm still wondering what Tasha is referring to or who she referring to.
How many people are watching it out of order?
Yeah. We don't have to get home to a decent time. We can watch this. Sun come up and then part ways. Okay. They coming in here.
I'm confused.
Okay. We do that. Now, okay. Let me do this one first right here.
Okay.
Brother Johnny, great to have you here. Define alpha male.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Angel has a definition. Okay. An alpha male is a strong, confident man, a leader.
Okay. So do we think a strong, confident man is good in a relationship 100% of the time? Can an alpha male be vulnerable? Can an alpha male have moments where he has self-doubt? Can an alpha male not always, can they be a follower?
Well, Kim says an alpha male first needed, but I agree, you need to know when to be. You need to know when to be an alpha male. So in other words, you don't need to start out the gate saying, I'm the alpha male, I'm the alpha. No, you got to be yourself. But then when a need arises, then that's when you turn on the alpha male. I get you. I'm get you.
Emotional intelligence.
Okay, I get you. Okay, I get you. Let me see. Let me do a few more. Good evening. You all right? You all right? Good to have you. She knew. Good.
Hey, Donna.
Yeah, she all right. Okay. No, I was talking about this date talk.
She catching up now. She forwarded through. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm confident, not pushy. Okay,
but Johnny is professing his ladies. Johnny is saying if you're looking for an alpha man, he is confident and not pushy.
Yeah, he gonna need to show for what is that dang show? Shoot Your Shot. Yeah.
Hey, aren't we in? He can shoot his shot anytime he wants to, right?
But true that. There's no restriction. If he wants to shoot it here online, we just change the studio up. That is all it is to it. He just come on,
We could he could come in them last 10 minutes and
yeah. It'll be no problem at all if he wants to come in here and shoot his shot. Again, we just change it and be through with it right there. So hey,
that's look at you. You already changing the icons and images and graphics.
But we ain't gonna
that's what happens when you own the show.
You know what?
Huh? Anyway. I gotta get my lighting straight. I'm sitting the dog, but
you're doing great. You're doing great. Maybe let me listen to what Johnny had. Let me read these two. These seem like some good ones. Hey, Teresa. From where I have seen people use the term alpha male, they are super aggressive and they don't take anything from anyone. They have proclaimed their manliness all day long. Sir, your chest is going to be bruised from beating it all the time. But Johnny says, I had a woman say she would follow my lead, then ask if she wanted to give dating a try. Oh, then you asked her if she wanted to give dating a try, and she got offended. That's
I'm confused by why.
I don't know. Why would she get offended? I don't know. I don't know. Well,
sorry that happened to you, Johnny. Some of us ain't right.
I know. Well, you know what? That appetizer was showing enough good right there.
It was very good, very
Yeah,
tasty.
y'all could take some home with you. Um,
Kitchen closed. Like, subscribe, and share. Y'all share this with your friends and your buddies and your other single people. Tell them to subscribe on Yahoo. I'm not talking about oh yeah, no, what is that thing? YouTube.
you
And
say Yahoo? Did you say?
I know I went back in the day, Mike.
She
We're on
said,
Yahoo Messenger. We're back in the day, we were
I
Yahoo
know.
Messenger for the chat rooms. Is that what we met, Mike? That may be what we met. I don't even know. That was 30-some years ago.
Bet way longer before y'all was even created.
That was 35 years ago. I don't know. I was a little child. So, like, subscribe, and share, y'all.
Okay.
Tell the world about this great platform where people are getting married, they're meeting, they're having great and healthy relationships, and we're talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wait. I got to put this one up here. I got to do this right here.
I know, girl. Look, let me tell you how far I go back. Y'all remember MIRC? Remember IRC?
Yes.
Chat thing. It was like, this is like,
yes.
I was in college. This is in the 90s. So
was it Usenet?
I don't know about that. No. It was IRC. It was Internet Relay Chat.
Okay. Now y'all getting technical stuff from us and back in the day stuff.
Yeah. My name was L Boogie. Everyone post their Black Planet name.
Okay.
Post their Black Planet name.
Okay. We get to the main course, y'all.
Oh.
I just wanted to hear your voice. Dialogue and chit-chat.
Ooh, this is personal.
Oh, yeah, I like this. Y'all know, how many of y'all been in relationships? I know that's a crazy rhetorical question. 9 times, I think 1 person out of 10 may not have been in a relationship who's watching us, though. But those who've been in a relationship, long-time relationships, many relationships, such as myself, you meet someone and you put a great lasting impression on them, or you may have that nice voice. You may have a calming effect. Yeah, baby, it's gonna be all right though. I'll bring you some key lime pie. I mean, things like that. You may, but then they want to call you. I say, hey, how you doing? Fine. I didn't want that. I just wanted to hear your voice. How many of y'all have done that? How many of y'all have called someone and say, hey, I just wanted to hear your voice. Let me get to. No, I got some. I got media for it though.
Oh, I know you do.
About communication first. About how often you should communicate with each other. So y'all take a listen. Y'all, let me take this down because there's gonna be some captions on here. So y'all take a listen, okay? Here we go.
Explain something to you. If a man really values you, he's not going days without talking to you. That's not gonna happen. Unless it's something that is completely out of his control. He in the military or something and they on a top secret mission or something, like something that's completely out of his control. But a man who's just waking up and going to sleep every day freely and, moving as he wills, no. If that man values you, he gonna want to know what's going on with you every single day. Even if it's a quick conversation. It ain't gotta be hours on the phone every day. A quick conversation. Hey, I just wanted to check on you, make sure you was cool, man. Make sure you don't need anything. Cool. Hey, I got this going on. I got this meeting. I gotta be here. I gotta be there. But hey, before I get into any of that, I just want to make sure that you're good. Like, that's what real interest looks like.
So, to Leslie and to the studio audience, how often do you need, I just gonna just say the week, Sunday through Saturday. How many days out that week should you have a phone conversation with that special person? Now, it goes without saying that you need to have some type of communication, from, a text, something. But how often should you, have a verbal conversation with that special person? How
For,
often? Go
for,
ahead.
for me, and I set this rule up. This happened to be a rule that a former relationship I had in a former relationship, and our thing was we were going to text each other every day regardless. I mean, good morning, hey, how'd you sleep? That whole thing, good night and so forth. But if we ever engaged in a conversation where it became more than 3 or 4 lines of text, we're not typing paragraph. When we get to the point where you got to type a paragraph about what's going on, you need to pick up the phone and call. So I think we had to gauge, we had to figure out a way to say, okay, when it gets beyond, and you're asking questions or you're having a little Q&A here and there and a few little conversations here and there. But when it got to be a little bit too in depth, we understood that, okay, it's time to pick up the phone. This conversation is getting a little bit too deep and we need to hear each other's voice as we engage on this particular topic. And that's just a normal week. So it could be once a day. It could be every other day. It just depends on, when you're busy, you have work and you have all these things going on. You may not talk every day, but there's some conversations that may happen during that week that you're like, you know what? Let's pick up the phone and have a conversation about this so we can hear each other clearly and not have to be this long drawn. I mean, typing is exhaustive. It's a lot. And you need to be able sometimes to hear how the tone of that person as they're engaging with you. That's so important because I need to know if you're saying, yeah, girl, or what? Yeah, girl. I need to know you're saying something a certain way. So, but yeah, my thing was, and it's always been like that. When it gets the country gets a little bit too involved, it's time to pick up the phone. So,
you brought up a good point though, when it comes to texting / messaging and what have you. It's that a lot of emotions can be lost in translation, so to speak.
It is lost. I can misinterpret your statement in writing where you may be angry or a little frustrated with me, and you say, okay, girl, okay, I got you what you're saying. Or you could be in my mind, I could be reading it one way and you could be saying it completely. You could be saying it like nonchalant, don't worry about it. But I could be reading it as if I'm saying something that he may not like. I don't know how he's gonna respond. So I'm reading his text as in a way of I'm already predicting his response. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Pick up the phone. We grown it. We grown people.
I know that's right. We grown. Listen, and then with Facebook Messenger, you can do a recording, but even after a while, that can be a little bit tiring. Saying where one of my phones, saying like, yes, and they did this and they did that, and the police came and did this and did that as well. You get what I'm saying? Then they have to sit there and listen to it. Then you watch them type or do a voice recording. Then you have to listen to them. At that point, if things got to the point that you have to verbalize what your message, well, guess what? You need to call those 10 digits and call it a day.
Or just FaceTime. It's so simple.
We're gonna get to
I
that.
have some friends, my girlfriends, we do Marco Polo because we may, everyone is not available at the same time of day to have this one conversation. And so I may go in there and talk about something that happened today. And then when they have a chance, they can listen to and respond. And we go back and forth like that every day or throughout the week. It depends on what's going on. It may not happen. And nothing like that may happen for a week or so. But if we have something to share or get off our chest, we can say it in one breath and be done. And then sometimes we say stuff. I know for me, I say stuff just to say it. I'm not even looking for your response. I'm just telling you what the Lord put up on my heart to say to my besties, and I'm just sharing what I got to share with y'all. And, you know, you respond as you want to, if you want to. So it just depends. But I think there's plenty of platforms and ways we can go about communicating with one another. And sometimes when people say, because for me, in the former friendship that I had, we were developing something, he didn't like talking on the phone. And I'm like, well, I like to talk on the phone. I like to be able to hear your voice and engage on that level. And he wanted me to bend toward him, but you didn't want to bend toward me. So I think if you're in that relationship and you're starting, you got to come together on something, and there has to be some compromise. Because if one person is always saying, I need you to bend toward me, that shows a spirit of selfishness. And that is not all, that ain't nowhere near what I need. Because you can't be selfish with me. It just can't happen like that. So I just think people need to communicate, and some people could text all day. They ain't worried about it. Emojis shows all their emotions. Some folks, it's just too much. So talk about it.
Yeah, and I'm like this too. If a person, at least one of the parties, are all right with texting or just not making an effort to talk to you, then there might be some time to kind of look, do a evaluation on that relationship to saying, they're not going out their way to talk to me. I get that, I get that. And like you said about FaceTime, FaceTime. I mean, it's really, when it comes to communication, no excuse.
None.
And especially if you're in an LDR, long distance relationship,
you got to.
FaceTime is good and also prevents catfishing.
It does.
It prevents catfishing. So, let me read these comments, and that's
exactly before you. That's exactly what I told the guy. I was like, "How do I know I'm texting you? Because I'm texting you. I don't know if it's you or your representative. I don't know if you're texting me sitting up under your partner or your wife or your man. I don't know. I don't know. So I got trust issues. I didn't know I could trust you. I mean, everyone. I think we have. I didn't know. I need to have a way of gaining trust. And there's these are type of things that help me not trust you.
I understand that. Let me do this. Anissa, she says daily communication, daily, every day, daily. I think at least every other day. Okay. Tan says every one of those days for me. Beverly says sometimes even twice a day when it's a new relationship. Oh yeah, that's when that newness is there. Things are still shiny and everything, I've been through that. Call, don't want anything. I just wanted to hear your voice. Okay.
That's cute though. I like
and Lynn says every day. Hey, Rhonda Timmons, glad to have you here. Love your hair. Hello, I would love to have it daily. Okay, Renee Duncan. A few days a week is fine. Don't have to be on the phone all the time. I prefer more in-person time spent together. Of course. Daily. Okay, Donna says, I agree as often as you can, even if it's for a few minutes. Teresa, good to have you. Connect daily, phone, text, FaceTime, etc. Cara says, that young man stated the truth. I have never understood not wanting to check in to see how the day is going. I need all 7 days. She said all 7 days. I agree with what he said. So true. A man that loves you will make it known. Okay. Justina Walter says, at least 5 days out of 7 is preferred for me. I am a communicator. I do not like texting. I like talking. So whomever I'm dealing with needs to know that he's got to call or be expecting me to call. Okay? So it's been said, so it's been written. Uh Darlene Duffy Collins, some form of communication is good daily, whether phone, text, or in person. Yvonne says she agrees 100%. Some contact daily. Text calls something which is normal if there's any real interest. Okay, do a few more of these before I get to the next media. I feel that way about all my conversations via text. When it gets too lengthy, pick up the phone. Exactly. When you get to the point you type in your thesis on your phone, no, it's time to
Pick up the phone.
yeah, it's time to pick up. It's time to pick up. Rhonda says if he's not too busy, 4 days out of 7 out of the week, and if he's off from work at a decent time, then every day. Okay, Destina says communicating is key to survival for a relationship.
Yes, it is.
Okay, when a relationship with a special person, communication should be at least once a day. If you know something special is going on in their life, this can be adjusted. Now let's put a pin right there. When you know something going on in their life, okay, it brings us to the next clip. And I just gonna take this now about communicating with that person and something going on, okay, in their lives or in your life. Y'all take a good listen.
She calls me, I talk to her, hang up. Jalon says, Chanel call you for everything, huh? Yeah, because she feels like I could solve that problem. Yeah. And here's the thing, this is the crazy part, bro. If you're not really in tune with the dynamic between you and your woman, you would think that it's annoying. And your perspective will be like, yo, it's annoying. She keeps calling me, asking me for something that I can't do nothing about. But then if you shift your perspective, bro, I look at it like, yo, I'm the one person that she's calling to call for anything. Yeah. That's a privilege, bro. Yeah. It's a privilege to be that for a woman, you know? And me as a man, I welcome that. Because how pointless and worthless would I be if I had a woman and she wasn't doing that for me?
I know, ain't it? I know. Let me say this, because I know you got something to say, but let me say this as a man. I used to be guilty of being irritated and agitated by those calls. You know, used to be annoyed. And then I didn't realize the worth of those calls until she was gone. You know, and like he said, and he said a mouthful. The fact that she's calling you or he's calling you, but from a man's point of view, she's calling you because somehow, some way she think you have the plan, that you have the answer. And if not that, you have the listening ear. And that is so important. That's an honor right there. That is a super duper deluxe honor. Go ahead, Leslie.
Oh my gosh. I mean, because what he's talking about is what, well, I'm not gonna say most, I'm gonna say for me. I mean, because I have friends who I go to on a lot of different things. And sometimes I do feel like I'm bugging. I'm whining or, asking about little small stuff that, because sometimes you just need advice or just need suggestions or someone just to hear you. And so to have that one person who is all in with you and you're all in with them and they are, they care about every aspect of your life or care about most of it, and you care about theirs and you just want to share, with them. about all these things. You want to share about your day. You want to share about this conversation you had with your boss, or this conversation you had with your coworker, or something that happened at the Target or the Publix. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what I saw. You know, you want that person to be that person. And just to live life with. And I think that is what and I think a lot of guys don't see, like you said, the value in a woman. Because for me, because when I'm all in, you know, I want to share my life. I want to call you and say, let me tell you about this conversation I had, and tell me your perspective. Because my thing is that this helps, as I share things in my life, it helps me learn the kind of man and how he is and how he thinks, how I could depend on him to advise me on life issues or problems or whatever, or whatever. Because if that person's going to be your person, that is going to be the person that you're going to go to for all those things. And he should want that, because if I got to go over here to this person, this person, this person to get advice on all these different things, and I can't come to you, that's a problem.
That's a big problem.
It's a huge problem. I can say, like, that's wrong for you to have friends and share your issues with your friends, but he should want to be that person. Because what I want for myself is my prayer partner, my best friend, and my best lover. I want all that in that one person. And so part of that prayer partner, I mean, I'm telling you stuff, we're going to pray about it. You're going to pray for me. I'm going to pray for you. Best friend, I mean, when things happen in life, you are the person I'm going to call. You're the person I'm going to go to and share and get advice with. And then best love, I mean, when we need each other and need to have those intimate moments, you're not thinking about the girl down the street. You're thinking about me. You know, so I think guys don't really understand what they're taking that for granted. I think they're really getting aggravated because I think it's just it's an immaturity thing. I think they're not realizing that this is being a woman's partner is a huge responsibility. And a life partner is a huge responsibility.
Yes, it is.
We have to realize that we are partnering in life, and you're helping someone else make decisions in their life, and being that friend, being that really good friend. I'm sorry, did I say talk too much?
No, you're good. You're good in the hood. You're good in the hood. Let me get this. Renee Duncan says, I love his response and view on his woman. Calling him, to me, this is not just your man, but your friend as well. I want my man to be my friend, my confidant. And Tasha, good to have you. It's an honor for someone to value your voice and your opinions. Yes, it is. That's something we don't even realize. Yeah, that's a good, yeah, that video is definitely on point. Definitely on point. Calvin, Brooke Calvin, great to have you here. I'm trying to tell you, being apart from a good woman will make you realize their value. Yeah. Who you telling? Who you telling right there? You know, trust me, I know. Hey, Tia from KC, good to have you. That's good. I generally only share with folks that I value, and that's the key right there. If that person feels so honored, no, I take that back. Feel like, hey, they can bring this to you, they can bring that to you without fear of judgment or this or it going no further than them. You know, that's an honor right there. And not only to just relationships, not only to just relate this, just outside of that right there, you know, friends. If they feel like, hey, I need to come to him, I need to come to her. Hey, that you got something that's more valuable than gold. I'm just telling you that. Know this from personal experience. Okay, all that was for free. Kara says, I have things going on, then my man is the one I want. Can he help with the actual issue? Perhaps not, but it will give me comfort. You preach. Back in 2020, I lost about 5 relatives. I am so sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
But the man I wanted wasn't there to give me some type of relief from it at all.
Girl, that's, oh my gosh. I hope someone was there to help you in that grieving process.
Yeah.
So often the person we want to be there is not there. Yeah, we have to deal with that void so often.
Yeah.
But I hope someone was there and you were able to appreciate those who were. Because so often we don't appreciate the ones who are there because of the person who's not there. And we focus on that. So I hope someone was there for you in spite of the one who was absent.
Yeah. We hope so. There's Stina. If I can't turn to you in my moments of need, then why are you here? I need a man who allows me to be heard and who values me. I also want to be able to be there for him. You can't beat that right there. You can't beat that right there. Let me get this other piece, because we're gonna get ready to get up out of here a little bit. Listen to this right here. Y'all listen carefully, okay?
Listen, once we start talking on the phone and FaceTime, that texting's out the window. Do not text me like at all. If you gotta talk to me, if you gotta get in contact with me, I need a call. I need to hear your voice. Because first and foremost, half the time I can't understand these texts. Like, I don't know how you feeling when you say it. And don't think the emoji's gonna help. Go around sending an upside down smiley face, like, what does that even mean? And then don't even get me on the good nights. I'm telling you, like, a good night over the phone, like hearing somebody tell you good night over a text, oh my God. And when we on FaceTime, quit playing with this. We don't, no. We don't do this. We don't do this. We do this. We don't do this. We do this. It's called FaceTime for a reason. I don't care that you got one lash on and one lash off. Like, you look good either way. So respectfully, stop texting me. Call me.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh. He looks like he's 20. I don't know how old he is.
Youngster.
Yeah. So for someone to say that who's that age, I'm so excited about that because you got a lot of folks who holding them doggone FaceTime. You sitting there like, why am I seeing the ceiling? Yeah. And I'm like, I remember this guy FaceTiming me, and it was like, dude, I can't see your face. I can see your face. And I'm like, but I can't see your face. Like, what kind of angle you got? Like, I don't understand. So it's just, if you can't handle the technology, just pick up the phone and dial the digits. We don't have the rotary phone anymore. We just dialing. It's just that's exactly how he was. And it was so aggravating because I could not see his face. But he come, I can see your face. And I'm like, but I can't see yours. And I was just like, Mike, I done been through a lot of craziness.
And what sense does that make?
None.
You don't want to do that.
None. I feel like when you do stuff like this, this is how I felt, and I came to this the other week, and I was like, when you put up boundaries in how we communicate, I feel like you're hiding something from me.
Yeah.
When I can't see your face, if I'm seeing the ceiling and the light fixtures or other stuff, I feel like you're hiding something from me. And so, it's something, these guys, I don't know what's going on. But Mike know my situations, and he's heard me vent so often. And so I just feel like we're grown people, and it's like, especially when we're fit. I turned 50 last week.
She did. Happy birthday!
Thank you, baby. Thank you. So I feel like we grew up on a rotary phone. Why we act like we can't use the phone? We had rotary, we had push button for the first at least 10, 15, 20 years of our life.
Yes. Yes.
Why we acting brand new and we can't use the phone like it was originally designed?
And you know what? Especially you got that either a person that you interested in or that good friend. And you know those phones that was slim and you had to buy extra long cord and you just sitting up there all night just talking
and
and
I
just,
love that. I love
you know what happened.
That's how
Like
I
you
get to know.
said, we acted brand new.
We acted brand new, and it's like I just love talking and hearing someone's voice. And a man's laugh is the sexiest thing ever. I do. I think a man's laugh is the sexiest thing ever. And so, and hearing him talk about his life and his dreams and aspirations and what he wants, and like I want. That's how you get to know people. I can't do that in a text. I can't. I'm so tired of that. I'm so tired. I need to go back from whence I came. Yeah, we had 10, 15-foot phone cords because, you know, we couldn't talk on the phone in the kitchen. We had to wrap that phone around the wall to the other room so we could sit in the living room and lay out and get comfortable and talk on the phone. And then, when them cordless phones came out, oh my God, I was in high school. Daddy had one. They had one in the bedroom. That was the only one in the whole house. Ooh, I fell asleep on that phone every night. I got in trouble for it. Get off the phone. We snoring. So, but still, what baby, you gonna get? What you say?
Wait, which one? Right?
I don't know. It was a car. No, Renee. Baby, you gonna get some Facebook. But that's fine.
You know,
like I just said it. 1 lash, 2 lash. If he liked you, to me, if he liked you in the club or in the street where he saw you, he gonna like you barefaced, hair tied up. To me, it's your opportunity to be real and authentic. You are not gonna be done up 24/7 as you engage with this man. You go on a vacation somewhere and y'all still on the beach. You can't be full done up at the beach in the hot sun, laying there, getting in the water, playing. At some point, you're going to have to be a little undone, hiding who you are from that man. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Lee. Oh my God, this is so sweet. Okay, happy birthday to me. I'll post my little picture later in the group. Anyway, because I did not do my little birthday thing in the group like I did last year. But yeah, I think you want to be authentic. You want to be able to show yourself and be who you are and be, show him you can get glammed up and you can be straight up, whatever, and still be cute and attractive and hot and spicy and loving and all that stuff. Girl, be real. I think.
Listen, Renee brought up something I was about to bring up. Falling asleep on the phone with each other. How many of y'all have done that? I don't recall doing that.
Yes, you did, Mike. I think we did it because we were talking on the phone when I was in high school. Yeah, I know Mike for that long. Yes.
How many of y'all have done that? I mean, like I said, them big, long, slim phones we had to, and then you had 3-way.
I ain't had that. My daddy he said, no, call wait is all we need.
So how many of y'all done that though? I've done it. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, thank you, Raven. Everybody on this live better raise their hands. Okay. Oh yeah, everybody's coming in here. Me, okay. Duffy says, I remember falling asleep on the phone. Okay, I meant good night phones. Yes, I have. They coming in here. Yes, I used to fall asleep with the phone cord under my bedroom. Yes, Yes, right there. I did that too. Boy, yeah. I haven't fallen asleep on the phone a couple of decades worth of Sundays. Yeah, we've done it. We've done it.
Mm-hmm.
We've done it. We've done it. But bottom line on this topic right here is in a relationship, communication is extremely important. Okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
extremely important. And again, especially when that person, look at the first part of this. I just wanted to hear your voice. That's something we shouldn't, especially men. I'm just going to be honest with you, brothers. That's something you shouldn't take for granted. Okay? You shouldn't take it for granted. With that said, please please subscribe,
Right. And
and please
share.
like, subscribe, and share. This is the last one. You know, it's a quick one. I know we got some Bible scholars out there. You're looking at two of them on the screen right now. Okay. And it's about the Bible,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, and how we underline and highlight certain scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all take a listen.
God, you're really speaking to me. Oh my goodness, this is totally pink. Totally pink. Oh my gosh, wait, this next sentence, yellow. Hold on. This is so green. This is so green. Wow, that was beautiful. Let me write that verse again in the margins and then draw a really aesthetically pleasing doodle around it. That's good. But alas, I can't get myself to mess up these precious pages with color. Oh, okay, that deserves a highlight. That deserves a... Every time, man. Oh, amen. Come on, somebody. Okay, that one deserves a highlight and an underline from the pen.
Oh, yes. I'm not a highlighter, but I do have the different color pens, ballpoint pens.
Mm-hmm.
I can highlight, I can, write my little notes in the margin and underline my scriptures based on the different colors. I used to be like that. I really don't do that now because everything, I go to church with my Bible in my phone. I feel so like I'm not religious enough, I guess. I don't know. But I have tons of Bibles and they're all on the shelf. I go to church with my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Write my notes in my phone. Anyway, but yeah, I used to be that person. I have Bibles that have so much stuff. And it's like gold. Because you go back and flip through them and you see all those underlined and those notes in the margin. And you're like, dang, this is so much in this Bible. So, yeah.
Okay. And they say, yes, let me see.
Yes. In the Bible app. Yes, I just did that at the funeral today. I highlighted the text in the Bible app. And
Okay.
You can do that.
Let me see. Oh, they coming in here too. I can't keep up. I can't read that Bible all marked up. Okay. I am a highlighter. I love highlighting. Yes, that used to be me. I have different color pens. I have pristine pages. Okay. Raven says highlighting in different colors and write in them. I also highlight and write notes in the Bible app.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Liz, guess what?
It's time to go.
We out of time.
Oh my gosh.
We out of time. We so out of time though. But as you know, time for the announcements. Coming up next, whenever I decide to post it, we're gonna have our after party. We always say half past hour. We may do it. It's gonna be posted tonight. So just be ready. Bring your snack and your beverage, jam jar.
I'm gonna go get some ice cream.
Yeah, bring something.
Oh no, I can't. I gotta be at work at 8:00 in the morning. Ooh, let me sober up. Jeez.
Y'all hear this?
I forgot. I forgot I was talking. Oh,
I know. Man, I swear.
I'm sorry.
Boy, I next week, if it's the Lord's will.
Y'all come to the after party.
I can't do this. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't be back.
You know what? That's why. You know what? Y'all just gonna have to see my bald head tonight.
Oh, I thought it was blonde. I was like, what happened? Oh, you come over. It's a red light, a glow.
You
oh
know
my God,
what?
I'm crying. I can't do this. Okay.
We gotta go, y'all. Thank y'all. Leslie, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's so fun. Thank you for inviting me, Mike. I had so much fun. I forgot how much fun this was.
It's fun. So thank y'all. I got to find the music. I got confused, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I've enjoyed it myself. Until then, y'all take care, okay? See y'all later.
Let's take some time and think for a minute. What's going on? And are we with it? I got no phone call, hey. But if no one calls, it's another day. How can I explain to you what I feel and what is true? And how can I do my best? How do you? How do you? I hear the things that people say. Don't believe, 'cause it's not that way. I know what I'm talking about. I'm here, baby, and have no doubt. What you want from me? I can't take it. Can't you see?